This guy PKRussl, who does cringe videos crapping all over different fandoms, along with animation meme reviews, has been whining against COPPA threatening his channel, like all the other nerd channels.
Animation of any kind, including storytime animation, animation memes, so on and so forth, is about to become very, very difficult to do as a career on YouTube anymore, if not completely impossible. If I were an animator, I would just mark all of my videos as made for kids and I would stop making animation. For me, I'm gonna have to probably mark every single video that involves animation at all. Animation, meme review, anything that involves animation as for kids. I'm probably gonna have to mark all of it. That's most of my videos, probably. It's just scary stuff. Scary stuff.
Animation's about to become very difficult to do on YouTube now. I'm probably gonna have to mark most of my videos. Animators should stop animating. Fuck off. A lot of this is just hysterical nonsense, by the way, to get people worked up for their YouTube channels. It's saying, my status is under threat. This is an outrage. And he just goes on and on and on and on like this throughout the entire video's length, covering his ass.
This video is intended for viewers age 13 plus. You must be 13 or older to watch this video. Viewer discretion is advised.
Also, like cowardly nerds who don't stand up for themselves, he has to sprinkle his whining all over with this type of groveling.
If you make toy videos, aimed towards children, if you make family-friendly content that is totally family-friendly, good for children to consume, unlike all the Elsagate stuff, right? If you make genuinely good content for kids, you are now going to be making basically no money. So you're no longer incentivized to make that kind of content, which only means that there will be less good quality content for children to consume on YouTube, and it's just going to be more and more mature as we go forward. So it's going to accomplish literally the opposite of what the FTC wants to accomplish.
But good quality content for kids will be making no money too, so it'll be more mature, which is accomplishing the opposite of what the FTC wants. Which is so pathetic. It's attaching kids and what's best to the front, but because they don't view themselves or nerds enjoying their own stuff as worthy to stand up for by itself. Like, there's no respect in this. Now, COPPA is bad, alright. This new $42,000 maximum fine against users per video that's not safely marked for kids by the FTC standards, but which in turn comes with massive video restrictions. It's really about punishing guys who like their cartoons and toys and colorful stuff that's immature to make them fall back in line. You can bet it's not going to target immature things women like. I mean, little girls in makeup tutorials. Do you think they don't watch those? They probably do. So will makeup tutorials get fined? Doubt it. Also, it's doubtful you'll see right-wing channels like PragerU or Black Pigeon Speaks getting zapped. And if anything, these right-wing audiences love a new tool to take down non-right-wingers they don't like. So this is just something for the undesirable guys who want to surround themselves with their stuff to remind them they're subhuman, disgusting, and worthy of trash. It's not about protecting children, alright? And society doesn't care about children anyway. Our society protects mothers from jail for making their kids eat dog shit. And this PKRussl channel is much the same. Someone who wants status and approval for his animation habit, seeking out the undesirables to push away so he can look good, while attracting subscribers who also feel the same. And it's usually for stuff like foot fetishes, character shipping, or edgy depictions of stuff. These people need help. This needs to stop. And it's like animation fans are just so desperate and self-loathing that they want sitting on their asses binging on cartoons to be viewed as wholesome as the family playing Monopoly. And they want this over reveling in each other's existence. So they turn on each other for getting in their way, for not being living room friendly enough, but which does them no good, since the expectations they want to jump through are unfair to begin with. But that's what they want to do anyway. Also, PKRussl spells out usernames on comments to these foot fetish drawings in his videos that he's trying to shame. He likely knows he's trying to drum up a frenzy against this stuff, so nutty stalkers in his audience can go and disrupt the users who enjoy it and share it among themselves, without actually saying any of this himself, of course. This is a form of social outcasting and a soft version of what the FTC is trying to do to undesirable men for watching cartoons and toys, by financially and legally outcasting them instead. So these cringe channels, like his and his viewers who now whine against being mistreated, they are hypocrites. But not only that, they're cowardly hypocrites. Instead of standing up for themselves against society from the beginning, they've been acting smug and assured in their hobbies by finding other fandoms or members to pick on and throw under the bus and go, "See, society, these guys are worse than me. Pick on them, please. But please pick on them. Just leave me alone." Well, this doesn't even work. It doesn't stop society's contempt against them, and it doesn't stop the FTC's $42,000 fine per video axe from coming for their heads. And it's like these guys, they subscribe to the same abusive society anyway, so they should just learn to take it up the ass silently and with dignity, as far as I'm concerned. You know, these laws disrespecting men's desires to watch cartoons the same way you disrespect fetish and fan interest with these cringe channels. You are still subhuman and depreciated to society at the end of the day. Get your heads out of your asses and start showing compassion for these cringe interests the same way you yourselves want it. I'm sick of you guys whining. I can't take it seriously. Now, to finish this off, I want to show some comments and clips to show what kind of toxic, undeserving YouTube channel PKRussl is. He is toxic, and so is his audience. Bashing furry, fan, and fetish interests is based on misandry, and you will see. So this comment is lamenting an individual on how much gay macro Star Fox he can commission. This guy is clearly obsessed in stalking to know how many fetish drawings he commissions and even care. Also, he's looking at this stuff himself. He's looking at it a bit too much for someone who finds it disgusting, don't you think? Maybe he secretly likes this stuff himself. Here, PKRussl shamelessly admits he wants pay pigs out of his audience, whom unironically attack children as dirty-minded. Men should not support toxic, entitled, hostile people like this with money. Also, holding back on his audience like this is a sure sign that he doesn't give a shit about holding principled beliefs over this stuff. Now, this comment thread isn't under PKRussl, it's under a cringe video by SolarSands. Not that the audiences differ that much, I just had to throw this in because of how egregiously bad it is. So people died in trenches and fields to protect our freedom so that generations later people could draw aircraft with boobs. That's right. You doing whatever you want is a burden to your great-grandfathers who died in trenches and fields. Let that sink in for a moment. And also, don't forget the evolving and mistakes your ancestors made, as the later comment points out. How ungrateful! You're expected to pay up a similar price. The message is clear. You know, I somehow doubt these cringe nerds are thinking about women this way. That they're only thinking about men this way, as in having to shoulder the weight of their grandfathers and ancestors on their conscience. It's such a ridiculous thing. Like, we never put this on women. But women have never been expected to die in trenches or evolve to prove whatever they want to be. Mindsets like this intend harm and resentment against men for simply doing whatever. I mean, it's not right that they live off the fat of the land because no one has the guts to end it. The scum here are safer than any frontline soldier.
Dieses Ungeziefer ist hier sicherer wie jeder Frontsoldat.
Der Soldat kann sterben, der Deserteur muss sterben.
But really, to appreciate, you have to watch the videos of PKRussl speaking himself.
This art is called Sexy Margaret by Whines. You'll get pissy, like little babies, when I don't credit your art. So here, be credited. Let's see what happens to your comments section on your photos. Please don't harass anyone. This video is intended for audiences of 13 or older. If you're under 13, click away. This is not the video for you and you're disgusting. Only adults who are 13 or older. Also, fair use disclaimer. Everything used in this video is fair use. Commentary and criticism fall under fair use. You may not like the criticism, you may not like the commentary, you might think it's mean, but it is fair use. So, any and all attempts to remove this video via an illegal DMCA takedown will be countered. The last one got taken down by an idiot. Edgy Warrior Cats map review. Video taken down. Copyright strike. One of the people who made one of the map parts in that map was disgruntled and upset because, oh no, I said something negative about what they made. Oh my gosh, evil. So they did what they do best to make it go away. Abuse the legal system! Yay! Which can result in a monetary fine or up to 5 years jail time. Should I sue you? You could end up in jail for 5 years. Once I have a lot of money through YouTube, I'm gonna sue everyone who falsely takes down any of my videos.
PKRussl is not endearing. He is vile and territorial against the people that make up these fan fetishes, signaling he has attack dogs. I can see why they'd want him taken down in any way possible. If anything, this guy needs a good copering. So, yeah, to all the rest of you, consider this, but because you're not getting respect from these channels. Thank you for listening, and have a catly night.